What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Same Difference podcast.
Is this thing on?
Hello. Hi, friends.
Hey, girl. Happy Monday.
How are you? Happy Monday. Monday almost over.
And Black History Month is almost over.
Black History Month is almost over. I wore my last little Black History sweatshirt today.
Hey, we are
Shout
here.
out to my cousin. My cousin made this sweatshirt. I think he had these during the pandemic, and I got one from him. I bought one from him. So shout out to my cousin for the sweatshirt.
Cute. I like it. Another Monday, another Beyonce shirt.
Of
Get
course.
into it. She is. If you guys haven't been listening, and if you've been living under a rock, she is the most awarded woman in Grammy's history, clocking in at 32. So I thought that I would wear a shirt representing her every Monday in Black History Month.
Okay, friend. Well, you definitely did that.
This is my first piece of Beyonce merch on the last Monday of Black History Month. You know,
Okay.
I'm excited.
How was Black History Month?
Man, honestly, I'm gonna say it was pretty legendary. There were a lot of people who made history this month. Black
Good
people.
point. Yes. More
LeBron.
Black history was made during Black History Month this year.
Yes. Beyonce, LeBron, Rihanna. Yeah. Pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's going on with you? How was your week?
Oh, girl, my week was busy. I am still busy, and as soon as I'm not busy, my good girl is gonna be here. So I've just been trying to ready myself for that. I had to move my hair appointment from last week to this week because I'm like, why am I getting my hair done? And Pascha coming
Your
hair
appointment?
My hair appointment.
Your hair appointment?
Y'all know I'm from Richmond. Don't do me. I know I told y'all I was gonna have this date report to give you all. I don't.
Okay.
I feel like the bad host. I feel like the bad friend because how long we been talking about this shit? I still don't have no fucking date that I've been on.
Girls,
it's not because I haven't been asked. Like I did turn down 2 dates this weekend just because I had a lot to do this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully I'll be able to get with them next week. The conversation has still been going.
Okay.
I'm talking to these 2 guys on the phone. I like both of them so far. Good conversation. So, we'll see how things go.
Okay. Very nice. I like that. I feel like you've made progress.
Oh, thanks, friend.
I do.
I'm glad you see it. I'm glad you see me trying.
No, it was very Bill Nye the Science Guy when I first was talking to you about it. And I was just like, how's it going? It's fine. Are you going out? No. Have you talked to anybody? I mean, I am. And it's just like, okay. What's going on? It's very Bueller. So I feel like every time we check in, the smile gets a little bigger. There's a bit more optimism in your voice.
I did say February, the end of February, the 28th tomorrow. That was it for me.
And that's okay. That's okay. But we do know that some conversations have gone outside of the app, which means they still have your number.
Mm-hmm.
And conversations can be had off of Hinge going into March and things. So I'm happy to hear
March is giving dates.
I like that. Dates.
Yeah,
it's because I'm gonna be there.
It's so bad, y'all. Even my neighbor has been like, when I see my neighbor, like when we both standing in the hallway waiting on the elevator, she'd be like, "So did you go out yet?" Like, well,
remember that one neighbor you were telling me about?
Huh?
Remember the one neighbor in the business center?
Nah, not him.
Oh, dang, you ain't seen him again?
I have seen him. He don't say nothing, so I don't say nothing either.
Oh, boo. I hate men like that. Too cool for school.
I mean, maybe I'm not his type. That's fine. I ain't mad. I might not be his type.
You better stay high anyway.
Because, I mean, I see cute men, but they're not my type, so I'm not going to say anything to them.
Yeah.
So, it's all good.
I wish I could describe the Nene meme where she's just like, she kind of looks and smiles and then the smile fades really fast and she continues to turn away like, oh, that's how I be looking at dudes.
Nene
like,
is a mood. Nene is always a mood.
She's my favorite person to like use for memes.
Mm-hmm.
I have like a nice little like selection, but Nene's in there. She sure is. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so Hinge Chronicles, we have some progress. I like that.
I'm trying, y'all. Be easy on me.
For me right now, I had so remember your spin the block story? Where the young man was just, he was just throwing shit to the wall to see what sticks. Well,
texting over and over like he crazy because he is.
I had a similar situation. But it was back to back to back to back to back to back phone calls at like midnight on a Friday.
Friend, what you put on that man?
Nothing.
You put something on.
I ain't do nothing. I ain't do shit. I ain't do shit.
I don't believe you.
But you got to contact me during regular business hours because you're ineligible for late night phone calls, buddy.
So that's when he's hitting you up late night?
The last 2 times that he has reached out to me in the 4 months that we have not been dealing with each other has been on a Friday after midnight. So what's happening is he's in the streets. He going out. He with his boys. And then at the end of the night, he's like, dang, I want to call Pascha. No, you can't. And so the first time, when he called me, I knew it was him. His number was in my phone or whatever. And then when I was telling y'all how he had reached out, why ain't he blocked? You ain't block him? Why he ain't blocked? So I was like, oh my God, fuck. Okay, let me block him.
Right. So wait a minute. So either you didn't take our advice and you didn't block him, or
no. Oh no. I blocked him. Thinking that
did he get you from a text now number friend?
The messages were blue, so I think he took the homie's phone.
Oh, he gonna get in touch with Pascha by any means necessary.
Well, he does not strike me as the type to like, like once he realizes like, oh, this bitch blocked me, oh, fuck her. That's like the energy I feel like he exhibits. Like, oh, fuck her. She blocked me. But no. He was like, bruh, give me your phone. And the call came through and I was like, whoa, I don't answer numbers I don't know. And I definitely don't do that at midnight. So who the fuck is this?
Right.
Decline. Called back again, decline, called back again, decline, called back again, decline.
How many times did he call?
6.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, so he hit you over and over and over again from the friend's phone 6 times around midnight. What about during the day? Like, what's the conversation between y'all during the day, during normal business hours? Wait. Friend.
Ain't no conversation.
Wow. So y'all haven't talked for 4 months and then this nigga just randomly starts hitting you up at midnight? Boy,
well, the first time, it was the first time he hit me was early in February and then this past weekend. But see, he hit me up before Valentine's Day. So I don't know if he was trying to kind of, get something for them. I don't know. But then I know that his birthday is next month. Get somebody else to do it.
Right. Because no, absolutely not.
Well, I feel like obviously there are 2 things. You and your feelings and you want to have a talk, or you and your feelings and you want to fuck. We're not doing that. Sorry. And I would hope you would think more of me than to call me at midnight and shit, trying to slide, trying to spin the block. If you don't spin your ass out my motherfucking phone, how about that? Like, we're not doing that. It's rude. Now, if I feel like, because I've called back to back before, but it was at like 9 a.m. Like, I know you in the bed. Come on, pick up the phone. You in the bed. You rolled over, you scrolling. Come on, pick up the phone. But 12:45 at night, though, and I'm supposed to be excited, what you're not going to do is say jump, and I'm going to say how high. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. So
Well, it sounds like he had his chance and he blew it.
he did. He did. He did. I mean, God bless him. Seriously. Because remember, remember when we were talking about it and I was like, I still want to be his friend. Over. It's a wrap. Get somebody else to do it. I'm going to be single forever. I'm going to get another dog.
I don't have no animals. I'm just over here by my lonesome.
Girl, like, it's whatever. That's where I'm at today. Like, whatever. Just because, like, as much as, like, I really wanted that situation at one point in time. I did. So for me, it's just like, whoa, 6 phone calls back to back? For real? You're talking about some what I do to him. Nothing. Nothing. So, yeah. Grand opening, grand closing. There probably will not be any more follow-ups. Because,
okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Gotcha.
So what else is going on, girl?
I just keep looking at myself. My skin is just giving me the vibes. It's
big really... glow. Yes. Okay. So I know last week we talked about like skincare and stuff. So you've been doing the things.
So yeah, I have been.
Angela Bassett did the thing.
Oh gosh.
We actually need to back up and talk about award shows.
Oh, the NAACP awards was this weekend.
Yes, it was.
Lots going on at the NAACP awards. First of all, shout out to Queen Latifah. Because Miss Mamas gave in every look she had on, okay?
Every time. She never misses. The hair always done. That should be laid.
She had the looks for days. Yeah.
I love it.
Shout out to Queen Latifah.
So,
you know somebody else I thought, huh?
Did it air?
Yeah. Didn't it? I don't know if it aired. I saw it on Instagram. And I'm the type, like, I don't watch award shows. I just don't. Y'all know
you don't watch anything. You don't watch anything. Like,
I really don't.
Like,
but when I see things like that, I will just go to Google and I will just Google whatever I want to know. So when I Googled the NAACP awards, specifically the red carpet looks, I was able to just go through and look at everybody's looks. Let me tell you who I thought looked really good on the carpet. Zendaya. That Prada look she had on.
The white.
It didn't miss.
Yeah, like vintage. And they recreated that for her.
There was nothing more Zendaya could have done. She did it. It was done. Finito. Finished.
Why are you calling her Zendaya?
What her name is?
Zendaya.
I hear people say Zaya, Zendaya.
They're wrong.
Are you wrong?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Z, her looks were giving.
She says Z. She said, how about this? Okay.
Miss Mamas did the thing. You know somebody else who shockingly to me was looking good on the red carpet and she looked a mess at the Grammys? Black China.
With the red, with the epaulettes on the shoulder. Yeah, she looked great.
I think she took into account what people were saying about her Grammys look, and she got the right team and the right stylist, and she looked like she was supposed to look.
Why was she there?
Again, another award show that Black China is at. I don't know who's giving the.
I mean, they got awards for OnlyFans and stuff?
No. If they did, she didn't win it. But she looked like she was supposed to look. But that's a good question because, like, why is Black China at the award show?
Like, what are you doing, girl?
She doesn't even have, like, a show or, like, anything current or relevant going on. So that's a good question. I don't know. Like I said, it's Hollywood. It's a who's who. Who knows who? So she knows somebody that can get her a ticket.
Yeah, so Zendaya had on, that was some custom Prada inspired by their spring summer 1993 ready to wear collection. And then she wore Atelier Versace spring summer 2002. So she showed up in some vintage shit looking great. That hair, I don't know I don't know what's going on right now. Zendaya is someone that she don't do too much. She falls back. She shows up when there's awards and things. She does her work, and she's, but she said this is how you get on a red carpet and pop out. And I feel like she's really giving us like Hollywood glamour.
Well, like, I was specifically talking about her white look.
The white look was fine.
I didn't like the Versace, the lime green and the black. I wasn't a fan of that. I didn't like how the top was like attached to her chest. I didn't like that.
She said attached to her chest. Well,
somebody else who looked good. They kind of miss the mark a lot of the times. Serena Williams in that all black, she looked good on the carpet.
She had on Brandon Blackwood, had a black designer on, so kudos to her. Her makeup
looked good.
It did.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It did. But I've seen, when she be at the Met Gala, I just be like,
somebody's look I didn't like was Tracee Ellis Ross, and I was kind of surprised because she usually gives, and it just looked like she had on a black bag with a slit in the middle. I didn't like it.
What?
I'm serious.
You're funny.
I don't really, we'll get into, because Gabrielle and Dwayne got the presidential award. Now, Dwayne looked good. He had on Versace. He had this all black Versace look. He looked, he always, well, no, I can't say always, but he looked good.
Yeah.
That whole presidential award thing, though, the NAACP President's Award is supposed to be given to, people who have special achievements and distinguished public service.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is that they needed the President's Award.
I think what they've been huge advocates for the LGBTQIA plus community, especially since Dwayne Wade's daughter Zaya is transgender. She just recently was granted a name and gender change. So legally, she will be referred to as a woman. Her name is Zaya Wade. And they have been 100% supportive of this journey that she's on. With Dwayne Wade being an athlete, and being in the Black community, things like that are not welcomed. I want to say that Magic Johnson kind of set the tone on how to love and embrace your kids, even if they're going to be completely different than you. And so, Dwayne Wade has spoken ad nauseum about how he had to learn and he had to educate himself. And, he really had to, he wanted to be a supportive father. How can I be a supportive father to you? And so, you love your kids. Your kid could be, I'm sure Jeffrey Dahmer and their mama still love him. They still love their children. You love your kids, through the good and the bad. And, this was one of those situations where Dwayne Wade had to this is above me. This is bigger than me. And this is the welfare and the well-being of my child who's in the spotlight, and not because of, not on their own, it's because of him. So I think that they were being awarded for, the advocates that they have been as a result of, Zaya being transgender. I don't know. I thought that Dwayne Wade's words were great. Gabrielle Union, I'm just kind of like,
Gabrielle Union to me she was on set.
Yeah.
Like her speech to me she was in a movie role.
Yeah.
This came off very, I think what she said she meant, so I don't want to say it was disingenuous because I think she really felt what she said, but just the way that she did it was very theatrical.
The facial expression.
People were so, like when I was looking on social, people were more so talking about the way that she did it versus what she said. I think the way she did it overshadowed what she said. Nobody could hear her. Yeah. Because she gave a performance on that stage.
Like after a while, I was like, okay, I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear anymore. I'm actually.
What's interesting? Huh?
Okay, the girls were showing up in vintage.
What's interesting about Dwayne and Gabby is that Gabby was saying in her speech basically, I feel like she was calling out the Black community, saying, are we going to advocate for all of our people or just some of our people?
Yeah, which is a great point.
It is a great point. I think that we definitely, our community has to do better at advocating for all Black people. However, you have to understand that some people are going to draw the line at certain things.
Yes.
And I think that there's a lot to digest and to conversate about when it comes to Zaya Wade. That's her name, right? Okay, she goes by Zaya?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's just a tricky situation because, you know, people might want to be supportive, but some things kind of, I don't even think it's I don't even think it's people being intolerant or not wanting to learn or not wanting to understand. You know, some people, honestly, some people have just religious beliefs that just don't allow them to move past what Zaya represents.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, particularly with her being so young. I think she's like 14 years old. So for her to be transgender and to be, you know, legally changing her name and getting a new birth certificate and things like that, a lot of people feel like she should be waiting until at least the age of 18.
Yeah.
You can't drink, you can't smoke, you can't drive until you are of a certain age. And so something as big as changing your gender, I feel like, should probably be held off for a little bit later in life. So I think just because she's so young, people are kind of like, we're not doing this with the kids type of thing. So, yeah.
I completely understand that, that mindset and thinking she is too young, but like when she turns 18 and she gets drunk for the first time, do people think that she's like, oh, I got drunk and I want to fuck a girl? Like, is that what they think is going to happen to her? Or is she going to be like, nah, I'm trying
to... I mean, not necessarily that they may think that she's going to, you know, turn 18 and be like, oh, I want to...
I mean, I want to be a
but
man
I think
now.
It's just, I know you have to... We've all been 14. Okay, we've all been 14. We know what that was like. We know the things that we were into... I don't know of anything that I was into at 14 that I'm into now. Now, that may not relate to
boys,
a whole gender change, but I just think, you know, you do need to allow children to kind of grow and
move
develop
through life.
Before they're able to do certain things. It just makes sense.
Or make permanent decisions.
Right. Yeah.
Understood. Yeah, I can see that. But Joy, whatever you guys want to do, you know, because I don't know. I don't want to say I don't want to offend. Whatever you want to do, that's your business.
Well, see, now that's the other thing. That's something I kind of been wrestling with within the last week. It's like, you know, the whole, well, I don't want to offend anybody, and it's like, you know, people gonna be offended either way.
Well, and nobody gives a fuck about offending Black people and women specifically. So I mean,
yeah, I still, like I said, in the last episode, we have to, people in general, this ain't just us, this is everybody. We have to move past this whole one band, one sound. Everybody got to agree. You know, we can disagree, but still have the same goals. So like one person may not agree with Zaya being able to change her gender and one person does, but the collective goal is for us to advance Black people. So we ain't got to disagree. We ain't got to agree. It doesn't matter.
Right. You right.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, girl. Well, back to these looks, because I've had a chance to look through some of them.
Okay.
Yara Shahidi in this John Batista Valley, this like Oxblood situation, Love It 2017. So she's wearing, you know, the girls are showing up and like, they're pulling pieces from the archives.
I love that they did that for the NAACP awards. I know. Because sometimes I feel like our awards get the very short end of the stick.
Fashion
and people kind of show up just to say they there.
Yeah, showing up like Black China. Yeah. What did you think about Angela Bassett? Did you think she did the thing?
It was okay. That cream with sleeves, and it was okay. I didn't mind it. I've seen her looking much better. I really like Angela Bassett is, I don't know how, I think she's in her 60s. Homegirl looks phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
And I always love when she has some. I always love when she has something that shows off her physique. Now she don't have to do that every award show, but I don't know. Body. It was she looked amazing. I mean, yeah.
What about Issa?
I didn't like Issa's look.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't like Issa's look. It's a cute dress, but I don't know. It just didn't do it for me.
I see Tracy Ellis Ross's outfit. You know.
And you see what I'm talking about? She looked like she got on a black bag with a slit in the middle.
But she's a fashion girl, and it's giving fashion. Like,
is it?
Like, yeah, this is fashiony. That boxy silhouette, but she got the titties out with the cuffs on the arm. Like, it's. I understand it.
Pass.
I understand it. Okay, Queen Latifah. Okay, with this purple or this maroon situation. Ooh.
It was just it was okay, everything. I love that was my favorite look. That maroon color.
What is this?
What you looking at? Who are you looking at?
Queen Latifah. I love this periwinkle with the yellow sequin flowers. Cape situation.
Every look she killed. Every look she killed.
I
loved it.
That's how I know I like something when I'm like shopping online or in the store. If I'm like, if I have like a real reaction, then I know like this is coming home with me. This is coming home to me. Yeah, That's beautiful. She looks great. Okay, Dwayne Wade, his suit is nice. Cheryl Lee Ralph, I want her daughter to stop dressing her.
I like Cheryl Lee Ralph's look. I liked it.
Now, who is this? KJ Smith. Girl, ugly.
Who was your favorite look?
Zendaya. The after party dress, the white Prada. I wasn't really into the Versace, but it looks great on her because she's like stick thin and she can pull off that. I mean, that's probably literally like from the runway. Who is this? Alara? Oh, she's from P Valley. That's cute. Okay. Oh, look at Method Man. I know that's right.
He don't do it for me.
Excuse me? He don't?
He's a very nice looking man. He looks amazing for his age, but I don't know. He just don't do it for me.
I like me some Method Man.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of red carpets, this is kind of off the cuff, but speaking of red carpets, did you see the whole fiasco, and not really fiasco, but the whole situation with Michael B. Jordan and the girl that interviewed him when that went to high school with him?
I did. Thoughts on that?
It was giving petty boots, and I was into it.
Same. I mean, because me, I would have been like, I ain't even giving that bitch no interview. But also, hey, girl, remember me? Yeah. Oh my God, the energy. He was like, yeah, the corny kid, right?
But you know what? It wasn't even her that said it, though.
I did see reports come out that it was somebody else. And she was, but I feel like at the end of the interview, she was like, well, you're not corny no more. So it's like, why you do that? Why you do that? Like, he ain't never giving your stupid ass an interview again, but okay.
I mean, personally, I love a petty response. It's my favorite. Yeah, that was quite interesting. There are some people that think he's kind of silly for holding a grudge for all that. Like, I don't forget shit. I don't forget what it was first grade. You did something to me in first grade, and I see you. I'm still gonna remember that shit from first grade. That's right. I think we all remember stuff. Like, and you don't know like what that did to him. You know how he felt, or you know how much that affected him. So yeah, I mean, I don't think nothing is wrong with him speaking on it.
But what's funny to me is like back then when they were in high school, he was on The Wire. So he was already like getting money and working. So like, were y'all calling him corny because y'all was hating?
Well, they said that, you know, they used to make fun of him because his name was Michael Jordan. Which I don't know why is that something to make fun of? Michael Jordan is an icon. He's a legend.
Hey, if you name me Beyonce Knowles, I'm not going to be upset.
I remember people used to ask me in high school, "Were you related to Michael Jordan?" I'd be like, "Yup, sure is." That's my uncle.
Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike. That's funny. That's really funny. Yeah, I feel like that was really, you can't Look, I'm gonna hold a grudge. You burn a bridge with me, I'm building a shopping mall on that bitch. Like, it's over. You're on mute, darling.
I don't know. I just feel like, people are really cruel in high school in general. It either builds you up to have a thick skin, or, some people really, really, bottle up and hold on to middle school, elementary, high school, whatever the case may be. Like me, when I was in all grades, I was teased for my dark skin, my big nose, my wide hips. I don't know, like, even though people at school were teasing me about those things, my daddy was always telling me how black and beautiful I was. Like, he was telling me, like, your skin is so chocolate and you are so beautiful. Even to this day, if I call my daddy right now, he gonna answer the phone and say, "Hey, beautiful, what's going on?" I don't think my dad even calls me by my name. He calls me beautiful. So I thankfully had reinforcement. Like, y'all niggas tripping. I look good. My daddy said I'm beautiful. Okay? The hell with you niggas. Yes.
Man, that's crazy. So all the girls in schools used to say, "I think I'm all that." So they didn't
you are. They were right.
That I think I'm all that, or that I am all that?
Both.
I didn't think that. You thought that.
Period.
So, like, yeah, I remember in high school, I had friends, and then I came back from Christmas break, and none of the girls wanted to be my friend. They all teamed up and didn't want to be my friend. Oh, yeah, I used to go through shit like that. She thinks she all that. She thinks she all that. Damn, my mom took me to get a flat iron this fucking weekend. Now I think I'm all that and shit. You're just mad because you're fucking bald-headed. That's what it really is. I don't think I'm all that, bitch. You're bald-headed, and you're mad about it.
Right.
You're mad about it, bitch.
Right.
And so it's funny because, you'll be out and about at home, and then you'll see them girls that, shit on you in high school. And it's funny because the attitude, and this was shit like in my 20s when I still lived in Omaha, like I would see them out, and the comment would be like, "Well, we're all grown and we've matured now, so like there's no reason why you can't speak to me."
Well, I
will never speak to your ass. It ain't gonna ever be no, "Oh, hey girl, yeah, I know we was friends and then we fell out and we're all adults." And hell, no. No. And I think that's
wait a minute, friend. Let me play devil's advocate. I think you are completely, well within however you feel to not speak to them hoes. But I also understand people feeling like, "Oh, well, we're not in high school." Like,
I don't give a shit.
I don't know. I just, like, me personally, because I was always sometimes the center of attention as far as people wanting to crack jokes for all the reasons that I just named.
Yeah.
As soon as somebody else became the joke, I was what you said. Because it got the attention off of me. And it wasn't me trying to be mean or nasty. I wasn't a vile, vicious, mean-spirited person. I was just glad to just leave me. I'm tired of fighting all you bitches and beating y'all up.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah, it was always weird. It was, my mom would always say to me, "They're just jealous. They're just jealous. They're just jealous." And I'm like, "Well, what exactly are they jealous of?" Because when I went to school, I minded my business. I had me a little boyfriend. I was I was homecoming queen. But and I was a cheerleader, and I, all 4 years of high school, but I was minding my business though. And you know why I was minding my business? Because if them grades wasn't together and I wasn't behaving in school, I was catching an ass whooping at home. I don't give a fuck about this shit at school. I'm trying not to get my ass beat at home.
Right.
Like what? So to this day, when I have like a dispute or something with a friend or, a woman, I'm like, "Oh, well, fuck it." And I think that's because what I thought were solid friendships would always seem to fall to the wayside for whatever reason, but it would always be like this little crew, and then they all just don't like me. And yeah, my mom would always be like, "Them bitches is jealous of you, and you this, you that," and I don't want to think like they don't like me because of that, because I know women who are like that, who think that. And I'm like, not you thinking you, I don't, we're like, I'm a humble person, and I always have been. And I think it's because I was always made to feel like I was doing too much or being too much. And I never intended to. So when you have people that you think are your friends and they all of a sudden decide they don't want to be your friend, I'm really trying to figure out what I did.
Some of it is growth too. Like, it's just, I don't think it's fair to hold somebody to their 12-year-old self or their 15-year-old self. Like, all those people who were talking to me about or teasing me about my skin and all of the features that make me African and African American, my skin, my nose, my hips. Those are the same people who probably feel like Black is beautiful and they just are so prideful about being Black. But at 12 years old, they couldn't understand it. They didn't, that wasn't something that they could comprehend at 12, at 15. I understand that. I just happened to grow up with parents who taught me from jump that you Black and you lit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and beautiful.
Now, when you say that you was trying not to get your ass whipped at home, your grades had to be right. What was your favorite subject in school?
Oh, wow. My favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school, well, I would say 11th and 12th grade. I don't remember if she was my 11th grade teacher or my 12th grade teacher, but her name was Miss Raycroft. And Miss Raycroft really helped me develop a love for, I guess, like English and literature. I really learned how to write. I really learned how to write a paper, like from beginning to end, and how to format it, and how to make everything make sense, how to tie everything together, how to make the paper like
write a theme.
Compilation.
Used to eat them themes up, huh, Joy?
But see, that's the reason that I like that, because my gift was, I was able to use my gift. I was able to put my gift on paper. I may not have been speaking, but I was able to put it in word format, and it still to this day carries me. Because I be having to get folks together in an email or two.
Yep, I've seen some.
I have friends who be like, oh my gosh, this happened to me, da-da-da-da-da, and I got a response, and then what should I say? Send it to me. I'm finna send it to you so you can send it back.
Yeah, I really liked English, language arts. All of the books that we read, like Great Expectations and Moby Dick, and I liked those. I didn't think that they were like really boring, stupid books. Like I was into those. But I like to read just in general, like in my personal life. So, but I also think that's because I was an only child until I was 10. And my mom would, I read all the Goosebumps, all the Babysitters Club. I just really loved to read. Yeah. So
Babysitters Club was my favorite. My mom used to take me and my sister to the library. Like on Saturdays, every other Saturday, we would go to the library. We would get books. So like every time we got a book, we be done. Me and my sister be done with the book in a weekend. We be ready to go back to the library.
3 days. 3 days. Easy work. Light work. Yes. Babysitters Club. Say hello to your friends. Do you remember the show on Disney?
Vaguely.
Yeah, girl.
I ain't watch a lot of TV growing up. Maybe that's why
Stony Brook.
Maybe that's why I don't watch a lot of TV and movies now, is because I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of TV growing up.
Like, you were one of those kids?
My mom only let us watch TV like Friday to Sunday. Monday through Friday.
God. Hell no. But I was watching TV, reading books, listening to music, playing Barbies, making Barbie clothes out of socks and shit. I was such a creative kid, and I always just kept to myself. So high school, my favorite subject, I loved all of, math was, I didn't hate math, but I was in advanced math and I couldn't get out of advanced math. I couldn't just take the math for my grade level. But my mom worked for the school district. So she could always, she always knew what was going on behind the scenes. And she told me one time, she was like, I thought I was going to like sneak and snoop and like look in your file and shit. And she was like, it was a letdown. And she was like, because you don't do nothing bad and you have good grades.
So, English and Miss Raycroft was my favorite subject. When I was in middle school, I went to a private school from kindergarten to 7th grade. When I was in the 8th grade, the middle school that I went to, and this is my mom was my mom packed our lunch. She didn't give us money for school lunch. Every now and again, she would give us money for school lunch. She packed a lunch.
That's hilarious. You had a uniform and went to school with a packed lunch.
My favorite day in middle school was Wednesdays because they had this pizza. And the pizza used to be so bomb. And I used to be like, where's the pizza from? And they'd be like, oh, it's Little Caesars pizza. Now, I didn't know at the time they were lying. It wasn't Little Caesars pizza. You know, it was some, package shipped to the school pizza. But I would be like, Mom, we got to get a Little Caesars pizza because I really like that pizza. And she was like, how you know you like Little Caesars? I'm like, because they have it at school and it's good. But then every time my mom would get it, it didn't taste good because it wasn't Little Caesars. It wasn't Little Caesars. That's why. So, But that was my favorite. That was my favorite lunch at school was the pizza. Let's see, what was some more of my favorite things?
Dang, so you went to private school, so you wore a uniform?
No, we didn't wear a uniform. It was a Christian private school, so we had to wear dresses every day. Oh wow! And the dress had to come to at least our knee. Okay. If we went on a field trip, we were allowed to wear what's called, I don't even know if they call it this anymore, but we called it back then culottes. Do you know what that is? Okay, yeah. So we could wear culottes. The culottes still had to come to our knee. So like sometimes I was very tomboyish growing up. So I would wear my culottes under my dress or my skirt so that when it was time for recess and we went to the playground, I could get on a monkey bar.
She said, I want to play.
I'd be flipping, like I would be able to flip upside down still with a dress on because nobody could see my underwear because I had culottes on.
Boy,
if I was ever bad in school, that was my punishment. My mama wouldn't let me wear culottes to school because she knew I wasn't gonna be able to play on the playground like I wanted to.
Wow, I was really prissy. I would be on the playground like just, I would play and stuff, but I was more like holding court, talking and shit, and just walking around and just looking at everybody else play. I didn't want to fuck up my hair or my outfit.
Now, another favorite thing of mine was on Friday nights, more so when I went to my daddy's house, because I would go to Petersburg every other weekend, and I liked Fridays because all the best shows came on. Family Matters would come on.
Full House, Step by Step.
Yes, all the good shows. Boy Meets World.
Yes,
all the good shows would come on, and they would be on until like 10 o'clock. And then like the late night, more adult stuff would come on. Now, if I was in Richmond at my mama's house, it was time to go to bed. And
Friday night's over.
Baby, at my daddy's house, it was like, party getting started.
That's hilarious. So my mom used to have junk day for me on Fridays. And basically junk day was you can eat whatever you want because she wouldn't cook. But my mom cooked. Monday through Thursday, breakfast. I was on the free and reduced lunch program at school, so I ate the school lunch. My mom did not pack my lunch, but she always cooked breakfast. I always had a hot breakfast. Occasionally, I would have cereal, and this is how my mom cooked breakfast every morning. One morning for my brother, she fixed him a bowl of cereal, and he had it was a very bad morning for her and for him because he just did not understand why he would fix her a bowl of cereal. And I think he was like 3 or 4. About to go to daycare, and he was looking for eggs and sausage, and what's up with the breakfast? Like, what is this? Because my mom sent us to school. Like, we didn't go to school breakfast. We had breakfast before we left, and it would always be fire. So she would do junk day on Fridays. Whatever I want, I don't care. You can eat 17 Rice Krispie treats if that's what you want for dinner, baby. Whatever. But then my mom got married to my stepdad, and he was like, you guys just can't eat bullshit every Friday. So he took it away. But I have fond memories of junk day on Fridays. Yeah. What are your favorite things now as an adult?
As an adult. Okay, so this is probably why. This is probably why I gain them 4 pounds and lose them and gain them back on the weekends. I don't know what it is about the weekends, but on the weekends, I feel like it's snack time.
Junk day.
I like the Heath cookie bar at Publix, but I've gotten away from that. I got off of that. Now I'm back on to, and I'm gonna take you here when you're here this week. There's this place. They have a couple of locations, but the one closest to me is inside Lenox Mall. This cupcake place. Oh my gosh, I ate a cupcake from there probably a week ago. I felt like I was having sex. That's how good that fucking cupcake. I'm telling you.
I love a
I don't
sweet,
know
so
what
I'm excited.
is doing to make these cups, and they have flavors like the flavor I ate was peach cobbler. I had never tried that one; it was so good. But they have flavors like sweet potato pie, lemon meringue pie, and key lime pie, and it's like it tastes better than the actual name. Like it tasted better than peach cobbler. It tastes better than key lime pie. That's how good these cupcakes are. We going this week when you're here, so.
They have like, do they just have like red velvet and like vanilla with?
They got red velvet. They got red velvet. They got birthday cake. Like anything you want, I'm telling you, they got it, and it's gonna blow your mind. So that's one of my favorite things as an adult is the weekend. I feel like it's time to snack. Now I've tried to get away from that the last couple of weekends because we're trying to unbig our backs by the summer. And I want to be skinny. Yep. So I haven't been snacking and eating sweets as much, but that's one of my favorite things on the weekend. Another favorite thing of mine is
Hold on.
I can't really count that because that's just regular things.
This nigga said unbig our backs.
Because girl, it be getting a little wide in the wintertime when you get to eating that holiday food and being with friends and family. It's time to start slimming it down the first of the year because May, June, July gonna be here before you know it, and you gonna want to look. I don't have no wide ass back. The fuck, I ain't no linebacker. What the hell?
Trying to wear a backless shirt and the shit spilling out on the sides. No, thank you.
Okay, looking like Russell Wilson from the back. Hell no.
That's enough.
You is crazy.
My stomach
Hold on, let me think of one more thing that is a favorite thing as an adult.
I like wine. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing as an adult. There's this oatmeal honey soap from Trader Joe's that I really like. That's my favorite. Caprese. Love me some goddamn caprese. I can eat that every day. Murder mysteries.
Okay. One of my favorite things as an adult is cooking.
Really?
I realize that
you be throwing down though, so it makes sense.
You know what I realize is that I cook the most elaborate meals, and it'd be like I told myself this year I'm gonna make myself a recipe book of my recipes.
Ooh.
Because when I'm stressed, all I want to do is cook. I've come to learn that, like, when I'm stressed, I want to cook because I feel like when everything is like all over the place and out of control, cooking gives me something that I have control over. I can season it this way. I can cook it this way. I can, do this, that, and the third and make it come out this way or the way that I want it to. So one of my favorite things is cooking.
I like that.
As an adult.
I like that. Yep. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Whew, girl.
She said, the recipe list is long.
Well, I mean, I don't mind making dishes that take a little bit longer. Like this weekend, I marinated some chicken and then I made Parmesan crusted chicken with it.
Oh, damn.
So because I started it on Sunday with the marinade and then I actually cooked it yesterday. So it took a little bit of time, but one of my I like quick, easy stuff. Pepper steak and rice.
Hey, dog, you country for real.
How does country?
I've never
pepper
had that.
steak.
No.
What? Say again?
I've never had that.
Noted. You'll have some this weekend.
Yes.
Pepper steak and rice is like super easy to make.
Yeah, I want some.
Yeah, pepper steak and rice. I have a long list of things that I make, but just cooking in general just is one of my favorite things to do when I'm stressed.
So some people love to cook, but they don't like to bake. Do you like to bake too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because my mom does all of that. I mean, I grew up in like my grandma, like when you say your mom was cooking, my grandma made a Sunday dinner. My grandma did that Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So when I left school, the bus took me to my grandma's house. So I had a home cooked meal every night. And then even when I got old enough to not go to my grandma's house because my mom didn't mind me and my sister being at home by ourselves, my mama cooked. My stepdad cooked.
So that's the thing.
My mom bakes. When I say my mom bakes, my mom bakes.
Yeah.
Okay. On Thanksgiving, Christmas, we're going to have a pound cake.
Yeah.
From scratch. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about starting with eggs, butter, and sugar and flour.
Yeah.
pound cake, chocolate cake, and the chocolate cake has homemade chocolate icing, sweet potato pie, lemon pie, coconut pie, cupcakes, cookies. My mama make all of that, and to this day, that's why I do not like store-bought baked goods.
Okay.
That Publix Heath cookie, I only like that because of the Heath that's in it. But the reason that I like that cupcake place at Lenox Mall is because it's really like a home baked good. I don't like that. Like,
so they cupcakes with vents and shit.
Chips Ahoy and Oreos and stuff like that. I need me a home baked good.
Yeah. That's crazy. So one question that I hate that men ask me is, can I cook? Because I can, but I'm not someone that's like, oh my God, I love cooking so much. Now, I get in moods. I'll be like, man, I miss my mom's this, so I'm going to make it for myself. So I'll make, stuff that but when I say my mom cooked breakfast every morning, when we came home from school, we were sitting at the table, and while we was at the table doing homework, she was cooking. Her and my dad both cooked. There was no, well, my wife got to have dinner on the table for me. No, like that's why we got rid of junk day, because he wanted to make something to eat on Friday, and then he done made this wonderful meal, and I'm over here like, I'm not hungry. I had 16 Rice Krispies. No, girl, you about to sit down and eat. Man, I would want some Kool-Aid with my dinner. He'd be like, do you have some water today? Like, Mom.
That my mom had that as a rule when we used to go out to eat. We had to have a glass of water before she allowed us to order juice and soda.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, yeah, I love to cook, but I didn't grow up having to cook, like, at all. Like, the only reason I cooked is because I had to, and my grandma would be like, you need to bring this to Thanksgiving. Please make this. Please do this.
But when guys ask that, like, at this big age, we 36. Do we know how to cook? Yes, we know how to cook. Like, we gotta fucking survive.
They want to know, do you know how to make Thanksgiving Monday through Sunday? Like, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
I'm not doing that either. As a single person, I would never, that would be a waste of food.
Right.
But what I would like to put this on my list of favorite things. It hasn't happened yet. I want some fucking food stamps.
Oh my God.
Because I'm tired of going to the grocery store with a handful of items and paying 75 big ones.
I know. I just like,
I got 3 bags, little bags, and they're not full. Why is it $75?
How can I get an EBT card? Because
I would love to know.
I want one.
Food stamp me, please.
I would like one. I will pay somebody. Can I get a few hundred? I'll give you cash.
I don't want nobody else food stamp card. I want my own.
See, if I get my own, they're gonna give me $6. Good luck. Good luck, because you don't even need the shit. So, but I want one still, though.
Right.
I want one. So unfair. Let's see, my favorite things. I still like reading. I love a good drama. Like, I love to watch a drama movie. Like, that is my, like, with dialogue and acting and shit. I love everything about it. The beach. That is one of my favorite things. The sun, the sand, and the water. It just makes me so happy. And New York City.
Okay.
New York City. Those are some of my.
I don't like New York. And I haven't been to New York since I was a little girl with my grandma and granddaddy. But just my sister goes all the time, and she always like, "Come on, Joy, let's take a trip to New York." Now my mom recently said that she wants to go to New York and see a Broadway show, so I am going to be going likely this year. But I don't know. When I think of New York, I just think of it being super crowded, smelly, dirty, and none of those are things that I like.
I see.
I'm also not a public transport girl, so I don't really want to get on no fucking subway. Do I look like a subway bitch?
Whoa, not too much. I take the subway.
Like Lotto said, do I look like a pull-up bitch? Do I look like a subway bitch?
I take the bus and the subway.
I never grew up having to do public transportation.
I didn't either.
Like, not in Richmond, not in Cleveland, not in Atlanta. And it's probably just because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how y'all be getting on the buses and lines and knowing where to get off and where to get on.
So you can't read a map?
Huh?
It's giving you can't read a map.
I don't know how that stuff works, friend. I just pass.
No, I like public transportation. It's fun because I can read and I can listen to my music and, like, I'm just like all in my seat, all cozy with my book. And I didn't grow up taking public transportation. I used to judge people that had to take the little bus in Omaha. Like, y'all ain't got no car. Y'all got to take the bus. And then I grew up and I had to start taking the bus and shit. And I was like, Upon further review, I actually like this shit. And so I appreciate a city that has a robust and advanced public transportation system. Like, I don't need a car. I don't need a car. Now, this has been a lesson in patience for me because I celebrated 1 year as a Chicago resident a couple days ago. Woo! I actually really enjoy it, and I'm happy that I don't have to have a car because I ain't got to worry about parking, tickets, tows, boots. In Chicago, they don't play out here. They'll put a boot on your shit in a heartbeat. Like, and I don't.
Yeah, there's actually somebody here trying to get a bill passed that Georgia is going to be a no boot state. And this is how it happened. The guy, he's like, I don't know if he's a senator or something, but he was visiting downtown or something with his family. They read the signs. They actually asked a parking attendant who was out on the street giving other people cars tickets, is it good to park here? And they were told yes. They went to the restaurant, they ate, they come back out to their car, and their car had a boot on it. So his argument was, if the car is not supposed to be parked in this area, how is the solution to trap it here? I thought it wasn't supposed to be there. So now he has proposed a bill to make booting illegal in the state of Georgia. So I've never gotten a boot on my car anywhere. I have gotten plenty of tickets. Like, even, let's see, I've gotten 2 tickets since the first of the year. And they be like, depending on where you park, anywhere between $25 to $75. And then it goes up if you don't pay it like within 3 or 5 days or something like that. Yep. So.
Yeah, I've paid for a couple tows when I lived in Minneapolis. Minneapolis, they don't play. They'll tow your shit. Gotta go. You ain't get your car out of here or we gonna get it for you. And they took my shit a couple times. I did get a ticket because I got rid of my car when I moved to Chicago. I think I had it for like 1 whole month. 3 days. Boop. You ain't got no sticker on your car. And I'm like, God damn, I just moved here. I just got here. This has been my address for 3 days. I don't even know where to go to get stickers for my car. Girl, I got to give me some temporary stickers and shit because I don't need, and I ain't pay that ticket either. Fuck y'all. Because I had only been here for 3 days. That car is sold and gone. That car had been sold and gone.
But friend, so you just not gonna pay the ticket?
I don't have a car. I don't drive. No.
But when you get a new car, well, I guess it's not gonna be the same car. They're not gonna know.
This VIN number gonna be different. All kinds of stuff.
Right.
Fuck y'all in that ticket, and I mean it. So yeah, I miss driving. I miss having a car because I be wanting to hear the music really loud. You know, right now I can just listen to it at home and in my headphones. And I just, I want a car. So, I just want to pull up somewhere with the bass just on ignorant, That's my kind of carrying on right there. The music just dumb loud, the windows, just a little rattle to the windows. Ooh, give me life. I love shit like that. I do. I know.
Hold on, friend. Wait a minute. I got to take a pause because I keep looking at myself and baby, the skin is skinning. The skin is skinning.
Your skin looks beautiful. Yeah.
Does it really?
It does, yeah.
Can you tell a difference?
Yeah, I can tell that you have been drinking your water, minding your business, and using that Fenty. I believe, how long have you been using the Fenty? Because we talked about, if you listened last week, Joy purchased some Fenty products, and she's going to be testing them out and giving us her progress report. And so I feel like you got a real good progress report to give us.
So I started using it. So I switched mine for those of you who didn't catch last week's episode, even though I know you're going to go back and listen to it. Let me just tell you now that I was using Clinique face wash. I went to get Clinique face wash. It was a nice black lady in Sephora. She told me, no, don't get that. Let me introduce you to this Fenty Skin. This is what it's going to do for your skin. It's good for black skin, XYZ. So I started using it on the 19th. So it's only been 8 days? Yeah, it's only been 8 days, and I am noticing such a difference in my skin. Now, I have to say, it's not just the Fenty. My staples that I have been without for a while, that I reintroduced along with the Fenty, we're going to get into that. But let me tell you, my skin did have a purge. So if you don't know what skin purging is, just go to Google and just Google skin purging. When you switch your products, it could just be because you're introducing different chemicals or new chemicals like AHAs or retinoids, and your skin just reacts to it. Now, it doesn't mean when you have a reaction, it looks like you have like maybe a slight breakout. It doesn't mean that the products are bad. It just means that your skin now has to get reacclimated to a whole new set of products with new ingredients. I knew that. I'm willing to be patient through the process. I said I will give it at least 4 to 6 weeks before I decide if this Fenty skin is for me. Okay. So on day 5, I woke up with 2 cystic bumps along my jawline.
No.
Now, they were small, but they were pain. You know, some cystic acne bumps hurt. They were pain.
Yeah, that's sore. That's deep in the dermis. Yeah.
So as an adult, my acne that I get, hormonal acne, of course. So it's along my jawline. So like you can see it a little bit. And there's one here. And my right side of my face always suffers more than my left side.
What side?
My left side act like she got home training and common fucking sense. My right side acts like she's straight from the gutter. She don't listen to nobody. She don't care about what nobody thinks. She's going to do what she wants to do when she wants to do it. Okay? But baby, the Fenty skin, I do like. What I have Fenty skin is the face wash, the toner, which they call fat water, and the moisturizer. I really like it.
Okay.
I really think that because, you know, even with my staple products, what you wash and cleanse and tone your face with is important as well.
Yes.
I like the Fenty skin. Okay. On day 5, once my skin purged, it has been calming down since then. I was expecting the purge to last a week or 2.
Okay.
I was expecting to have these really painful, you know, bumps all over my face. But I did read that when your skin is purging, that you will likely get a breakout in the places where you usually have like the worst breakouts, which for me is right here.
Okay.
After a day, it calmed down and it went away. So my skin is done purging. I've been using it for 8 days.
Okay.
And now I'm starting to see that new regenerated collagen and all of that coming through. Okay. Now, my staple products that I really believe is help toning my skin, is help evening my skin, is my Caudalie Radiant Serum. It's linked in my bio. It's on my Amazon storefront. I swear by this product. I'm telling y'all, God slobbed or spit and somebody caught it and they bottled it up and put it in Caudalie. I'm telling you. Along with my Ambi Fade Cream. So anytime I have like those cystic bumps, once it's healed, I use it actually every day with my moisturizer. Like I mix the moisturizer with the Ambi Fade Cream and have it all over. It really helps my hyperpigmentation. But with the Caudalie, I promise y'all won't know me this summer. I'm going to be a new bitch with a new face. Okay?
Are you going to go outside?
I'm going to try.
Because you doing all this big talking. Your ass going to be sitting on the couch. Skin
and
glowing.
I also have been using something new around my eyes for my dark eyes. Even that's doing its
What are
thing.
you using?
Paula's Choice Eye Brightening Serum. Or lotion. It's more of a lotion. It's not really a serum. The Caudalie is a serum. But I mean, it's giving my skin probably ain't looked this good since I lived in Cleveland, and I ain't been in Cleveland in damn near 6 years.
Oh wow! So, okay. Well, you're very beautiful, and your skin is glowing. And I mean, it's.
So just think, if it's looking like this in 8 days, what it gonna look like on day 18, day 38, day 58?
Yeah. Yep. You're so funny.
Into it.
I love it.
Now, I did follow your advice. I don't have a juicer, so I wasn't able to press my own celery juice, but I did get some from Publix. And when you were saying that you were surprised it wasn't nasty, I don't know about that. I won't say it was nasty, but it's definitely one of those things where you either like it or you don't, or you can get used to it.
Right.
I feel like I could get used to it, but I wouldn't drink it every day. I could see myself drinking it maybe twice a week, and that would be enough for me.
Okay. I learned something new about celery juice too.
Okay.
You know what they say about pineapple juice? Apparently, celery juice is a
Ooh.
girl for that girl.
Oh, really?
Really? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you? So, but you Googled it, or you just researched the celery juice, or what?
I think I saw a screenshot on a reel or on the TikTok or whatever, you know. But it was like, yeah, the girls' celery juice does the same thing that pineapple juice does.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like,
And why you? Now, sidebar. Why you talking about TikTok? We still waiting on your empties video, but that's neither here nor there for right now. But we are waiting. Yeah. Okay, celery juice. Okay, so yeah, I might go ahead and go get that gallon that Publix got and just have, you know, maybe like 4 ounces twice a week or something like that.
Okay.
Another reason my skin looks good is because this past week I did drink excessive amounts of water.
Okay.
Because my skin was purging. I was like, let me help you. Because you need a little assistance. Let me help you. And also, I don't know if you guys can tell it in the face, but she's lost a little weight as well.
Hey. Not you sucking in the cheeks. I am weak, girl.
See those cheekbones? They're there.
Yeah. You look beautiful. You do.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know that my skin is doing what it's supposed to do and it's looking how I want it to look when I feel extremely comfortable not having makeup on.
Okay.
And I feel extremely comfortable not having makeup on.
Okay.
So, yep.
I can't wait to see you in person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if you go to our Instagram page, The Same Difference Podcast, there is a reel on there where I was talking about, somebody had jumped in the comments and asked about the specific cream that I was talking about for hair removal. Now I'm not a hairy girl on my face, but I'm a hairy person. So I do get like fine hairs. Nobody notices except for me. Mm-hmm. I notice it more when I put my makeup on. Mm-hmm. So I use the Nair face hair removal cream that somebody had asked about what cream. So if you go to our Instagram and you look at that reel, I showed the exact bottle of the Nair that I'm talking about. It's also linked in my Amazon storefront. But I also have examples on that reel of what my skin looked like before.
Okay.
So you can see the hyperpigmentation better. So if you just look at that versus me now, you'll be able to tell the difference. So I am documenting it, like my progress and everything. So once I hit that 4 to 6 weeks, I will put like another video, like a compilation video on my TikTok page. It was always joy. But yeah.
Come on, you better plug it. Plug that social media, girl.
It is.
I love it. I'm awful. I'm pretty much awful at. But
you said it, not me.
But I've always said that because this, I hear this. Oh, you should do this. You should do that. You should. It's just like, you guys. My social media, when the shit pops off and it's funny and I get a lot of like feedback, it's because I did some shit off the cuff. Mm-hmm. And so.
But that's what you got to start doing. Like when you feel like you having an off the cuff moment, baby, just press record. And that's what I love about TikTok, because everything on TikTok is like, you know, some people do skits or they, you know, they mimic a sound or something that they heard, and that should be funny. Like I like it, but I like that people get on TikTok and they are truly themselves. Yeah. It's not like Instagram. I don't know how to explain it, but
I mean, TikTok, I really did get some enjoyment. I really did get some enjoyment out of my Met Gala videos when I would do like the screen and I have and then I get in the frame and talk about those. I really enjoyed doing that, but then also I'm like, do people really care? Well, people do care because somebody was on my head.
This is what we have to do when it comes to social media. We have to get out of this thing about, is it going to get likes, views, shares? Are people going to like it? Is it going to go viral? It's your page. So the question is, do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
Because if you like it, it doesn't matter if anybody likes it, shares it, views it. You like it. You have to think of it as like your electronic diary. When you go back and look at your electronic diary, what does it say? Does it give me a sense of who you are or what you're going through or your likes or dislikes? We got to think of it that way. I'm over Instagram. Instagram has had me shadow banned for weeks. I don't know why. I don't even care to find out why.
When you say shadow banned, it means your shit's just not showing up as it should, right? I feel like I've been shadow banned too, but I don't know what I did.
Well, I know that I'm shadow banned because I know what my traction was before the shadow ban started.
Mm-hmm.
So on Instagram, my personal page, I have over 6,900 followers. Those are organic followers. Okay, I've never paid for followers. That's lame as fuck. I've never paid for followers, and I know like how many views I can get on a reel, or how many likes I can get on a post, or how many people are going to watch my story.
Mm-hmm.
I put on it's actually on my Instagram now, which by the time the listeners hear this is going to be, the stories last for 24 hours. But I put on my story something that I had shared. It was get ready to expire. So it had hit its 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And when I swipe up, you know how many people saw that Instagram story?
How many?
54 people.
Wow.
I have 6,900 followers now.
Right.
That's not normal for me. Normally, I get way more views on my story.
Yeah.
54 people saw my story, the one that was get ready to expire. And this is why it's so important for people who have a business or something that they're trying to do on Instagram. Don't just do it on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are relying on Instagram to, let's say, promote your business, let's say you sell hair, you having a sale on your hair for Black History Month, okay? Nobody saw your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you either shadow ban or Instagram playing around with that fucking algorithm. There are people who I really enjoy their page and I really enjoy keeping up with what they have going on.
Mm-hmm.
They don't show up in my rotation no more. They don't show up in my feed. Their stories don't even show up. I have to go look them up. I have to type their name in, and then I go to them. I'm like, damn, 19 hours ago, I've been on here all day long. Why I see it?
Right.
TikTok is the wave, man. I'm telling you.
I have a page, and I have posted on there, and I've used it, and then I abandoned it, and I thought, oh, maybe it's for the young kids, and I like Instagram. It's cool. It's safe. It's, but the thing is, I'm going to put it on the front page of my iPhone, and I'm going to waste so much time scrolling TikTok. I already kind of get caught up a little bit. Like when I really wanted to look into celery juice, I was like, spent a good hour. So and then if I start putting some shit together, I ain't gonna get no work done because I'm gonna be on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok holds me. I be tired as hell in the bed trying to get my last few scrolls in, and a whole hour done went by. I'm falling asleep with the phone in my hand, but I can't stop scrolling TikTok. I love TikTok.
Like I don't want to get up in the morning and TikTok be the first. Like I don't want to get there.
Wake up in the morning and what?
Like look at my phone and the first thing I pull up is TikTok, even though the first thing I pull up is like Twitter and Instagram.
I was ready to say.
Yeah.
Because I know you be on that damn Twitter, so.
I love it. It's my favorite. Follow me there, Passionista. P-A-S-C-A.
Follow her. Go ahead.
Pascanista.
Follow her TikTok too, because she got a video coming for us about her empties, all her skincare products and the things that she loves, what she would get again, what she recommend, what she don't recommend. Because let me tell you what we doing this year, not just this spring, not just this summer. We are going to be in our good skin bag. Okay.
Yes, and maybe we can get a bag along with it because I need a new laptop because I sounded
a
like
big
I was,
bag. God, do you hear us? Amen. Please, thank you. Hallelujah.
Hear my prayer,
my heart's desires.
Because I need a new laptop, and we had a speaker malfunction, and I sounded like I was calling in from prison last week on the episode. So, if I have a new laptop as a result of some money that we may receive, I don't think I'll ever have to sound like I'm dialing in from doing a bid. Okay, sound like I was doing a bid, trying to do a podcast, like from jail. That's what it sounds like.
I would be surprised if a nigga had a podcast and he was in jail, because niggas be having everything. They make
life on the inside. Life on the inside.
They be making you think, do I want to visit jail? Because they seem like they having a ball.
And they be fine. They be in.
And you know what? Remember Prison Bae?
In shape.
Do you remember Prison Bae? When Prison Bae's photo, his mugshot went viral? That nigga came out of jail and had a whole modeling deal. He's a model now.
Oh, yeah.
He is a model.
And had a baby with the daughter of the person who created Topshop.
Did he?
The heiress. She's the heiress of Top Shop.
That was the new girlfriend, yeah, because he had a girlfriend when he was locked up and he left her.
Yep. Yep. Chloe Green is her name. Sir Philip Green's daughter. Yep.
No, she know. No, I goddamn sure don't know.
I just be knowing like stupid random shit.
I don't be knowing nothing about nothing. Like when we talk about favorites, I'm sure you could tell me your favorite movie. I don't have one.
Crooklyn.
Because what is it?
Crooklyn.
Okay, actually, you know what? I take that back. Because I watched Crooklyn growing up too, but you know what another favorite of mine was? And this was at my daddy's house on Saturday nights. Because Friday nights, you know, everybody was kind of doing their own thing. You know, I was doing the Friday night lineup, Step by Step, Family Matters, all of that. On Saturdays, we all sat in the living room as a family and we watched The 5 Heartbeats.
Saturday. That's funny.
I'm tired of you making fun. See,
I'm not making fun. I love listening to your accent. It warms my heart and it's cute. Because I don't know what I sound like. I sound like a hick.
I probably would have fought you in high school, friend. I ain't gonna lie.
Girl,
I would have beat you up.
I don't know about that now.
I would have dragged you by that silk press your mama had got you over the weekend.
Oh, you sound so mad. You actually would have been my best friend, probably, low key.
Okay, we can do that too.
I hate to say it. You probably would have been one of my really, really, you probably would love me. So it sounds good. It sounds good.
Well, I would love, I don't know. I think my friend is coming to Atlanta. I don't think she planned to see me because I keep asking her what's her work schedule so I can plan things in between. And she ain't told me nothing. So, I mean, are we friends?
I'm trying to get my schedule in line. Like there's just, you know, when I show up, the city knows.
Oh, okay.
Niggas know I'm coming in town. I've got to get my schedule in order. No, but we're gonna take that offline. We are gonna record, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't get a time for us to record because you won't tell me your schedule.
Well,
it's like top secret. Like Pascha coming here on some fucking like private secret mission and I can't know about it or something.
Stealth mission. I'm outside, but I'm not outside. I'm just playing.
Well, thankfully, because you'll be in town this weekend, I'll be able to say I'm outside. Now I hope
are we gonna be outside, girl?
I hope I'll be able to keep up because I'm a little rusty at this outside thing now. So.
Oh, Lord. Just as long as there's some Hennessy and you know what else.
Yeah, because y'all act like y'all got too good for Hennessy. All y'all want to drink is fucking Casamigos, and that shit tastes like gasoline. But it's always giving. I'm a Hennessy girl.
Forever.
Like, Hennessy don't do me wrong. If I drink too much of her, she still don't do me wrong. I don't wake up with no hangover, no headache. No, none of that. She do what she's supposed to do.
It's a fine French cognac, and I think people forget that. It ain't no nigga shit. It's a fine French cognac, and it is top shelf, okay? It ain't no well when you go to the bar. Know that, okay? I went to a little
And even when we talk about like a cognac, I like Douce, but if I want the best time and like no downtime.
Like a very good, like even vibe.
Tennessee.
It's all Tennessee. Day. Even look, y'all even a little Hennessy White to get me right. I like that.
I don't think I've ever had Hennessy White.
Oh wow, girl, yeah.
I've been to many islands. I've been to many islands where they have it, and it just don't. I don't be moved by shit like that.
Oh, I like it. People
be buying up all them Hennessy White bottles and bringing them back to the city. I got bottles for sale. Like, okay,
wow, I love Hennessy White. Have you had XO?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
See, I think this is why we would have been friends in high school, Joy. Like you would have loved me.
You was not drinking in high school, bitch. What are you talking about?
Oh, you weren't. Okay. I was at a party.
No, I wasn't drinking. I didn't start drinking until I was like 19. I had been out of high school for 2 years, but I graduated when I was 17. I didn't start drinking until I was 19, and I had to learn how to drink. I didn't realize that, like, when you pour liquor, you can't, like, pour. Like, I would pour, like, a whole glass and just drink it, thinking that was how you're supposed to. And I would always end up on my back, throwing up, friends having to take me home or carry me home with them. To the point that one of my closest friends, even now to this day, she stopped inviting me to shit because her family always have parties. She stopped inviting me because I was always throwing up all over the table, all over the floor, people having to clean it up, take me to the bath. She got tired of that. I had to learn how to drink.
Joy.
Yeah, it was bad. It was pretty bad.
Oh, I was a degenerate. I was a degenerate. I went to one of those schools.
Were you stealing out of your mom and dad's liquor cabinet or something?
Nope.
Okay.
I was just going to the parties.
Okay.
And there was always a little something there, or somebody who could get something for us.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say I was mischievous because I never did anything bad. Like, I never snuck out of the house. I never had to sneak out. My mom was one of those moms that said, I'm going to give you some rope. Now, if you hang yourself, you're on your own.
Mm-hmm.
But always use your better judgment, and you better be home before the sun come up. I also did have a curfew, though. So if I knew I was going to be out or if I wasn't driving, I'd have to call her and be like, I don't know about making it home by 12. I don't know. And she'd be like, all right, just, get home. And
well, see, I was never able to sneak out because we always had an alarm system.
Yeah, we had an alarm system too, and creaky wood floors. So when I came home, somebody knew I was coming home.
Well, see, when I'm talking about sneaking out the house, I couldn't sneak out the house with that alarm system. But
I didn't have to.
I don't know. At some point, for some reason, my mom wouldn't set the alarm at night. I forget what it was for. I don't know if it's because my brother was small. He was maybe 2 or 3. See, I was 16. The story I'm about to tell you, I was 16. So my brother had to be 3. I don't know why my mom and dad weren't setting the alarm, but I didn't sneak out, but I used to sneak a nigga in. Mom, if you happen to listen to this, just scroll past. Don't listen to this part.
Like, no,
so I was okay. So my boyfriend, he would come. This is like my first real boyfriend. Like, he had a car. My mom used to let me go places with him.
Okay.
And so we would want to do things and stuff like that. And so what he would do is he would drive to my neighborhood.
I'm crying.
He would park the street over, and then he would walk a block, come to my house, and he would come around the back of the house. And he would come in like our downstairs. Like it's not a tri-level house, but it was like a lower level than like the kitchen and the living room and all that. So he would come in the back door and he would come into like that space, and I would sneak downstairs and I would meet him. And one night,
oh no.
One night, I guess my brother was up. He was 3. And so I don't know why he was up, but I don't know if he wanted milk or snack or what. I don't know. Right? And we were downstairs. So I hear my mom coming downstairs, and we scared as fuck. So what I do is I cut the light on in the kitchen just to say, oh, I'm down here. And my mama came in there. She's like, what you doing there? I was like, I was thirsty. So I pour myself some juice and I go back upstairs. I don't know where that nigga at. My mama knew something was up, right? So I found this out the next day. He had to tell me what happened because I went upstairs and I never went back downstairs. All I know is I don't know if he's still in the house.
You left him to fend for himself.
Girl, if my mama gonna ring somebody's neck, I ain't gonna be with you. I don't know. So he told me the next day, he was like, yeah, your mama knew something was up. So my brother used to be into Bob the Builder. Mm-hmm. And he had this Bob the Builder playhouse, like a little tent house or something. Mm-hmm. He had went into the Bob the Builder house and was in there crouched down. This man is like, if I'm 16, he had to be like 19 years old, 19, 20. He's in the Bob the Builder house. The Bob the Builder house is right by one of the doors downstairs. He said, your mama knew something was up because she came down there and she started looking out the blinds by the door where the Bob the Builder house was at. He said she was standing right beside me, looking out, trying to see. And she was like, she stood down there looking for a minute, and she didn't see nothing. So she went back upstairs. He said, but I stayed in that Bob the Builder house for like another hour just to be sure. And then I snuck back out the back. He said, I was scared as hell. Your mama.
Oh my God. I know he was holding his breath.
ain't never told my mama that story.
That's crazy. You was bad. You was bad, Joy. No, I really was like a good kid, but I was just, when I would go outside, I was outside. I'm getting my sip on. I might, might indulge in shit, and I had a boyfriend, but I wasn't active. I was still very green and still very innocent, but I was getting my sip on. And if somebody had a little, little giant, little something, I may or may not have saw what was up. So yeah, my mom gave me and my brother all of the freedom because she said, when you go out into the real world, I don't want you to feel, I need you to have your wits about you. Like, I don't want you to get caught up into what everybody else is doing. I need you to know how to hold your own by yourself in this crazy world and make good decisions. She never wanted to shelter us. I could have boys over if I wanted, but they couldn't be up on the floor of that. Like, I couldn't have them in my room. So they couldn't. My mom would say, there is living quarters. This is where the family sleep and rest. They can't come up there, but y'all can go in the basement.
Same.
So
same.
Like my mom did it. I could go out on dates. I was like, the official date was 16, but I was, the men's wanted to take, me out. So my mom kind of had to let me go out because I was 15 and I'm like, they're calling the house, Mom. Like,
yeah, so that's a good question because now that I think about it, like I had boys over, and when I say boys, I mean like I can remember 3 guys, and they were like my boyfriends, and we would always have to stay down in that same little room, like it was like a living room, like an extra living room area. But my boyfriends were always a little bit older than me. Mine so too. Like when I was 16, my boyfriend was 19. Okay. When I was 17, I had a boyfriend that was 22. But I lied about I lied about his age though.
Joy.
I lied about his age. My mama didn't know he was 22. I think I told her he was like 20, maybe. Cause 17 and 20, that's 3 years.
That's not bad. Like, it's not bad.
But my mom would let them come over, but we would have to stay down in that little, like, that little living room area. But like the guys knew, like, yeah, you can come see Joy, but you ain't gonna be. You're watching a movie, and she would offer you want to play. You need something to eat, but that was it.
When the few guys that I dated, because I had a serious boyfriend in high school for like 2 years, so. There was no, it was just him. But me and my brother are 10 years apart. So when I would have company, my brother would come downstairs with his cars and like he would want to play video games like they came over for him. And I would have to tell my mom, like, can you please tell my brother to go upstairs? And he would get mad and like cry and stuff. And I'm like, they're not here for you. No one is coming. Like, they're not here to play video games with you and cars.
Oh my God. This is like a walk down memory lane because I remember my brother being the same way.
Yeah, I'm coming down to hang out with y'all, and it's like, oh, like I'm trying to make out, boo. You gotta go. Like what? He playing with something else. He ain't playing video games. Shit.
Me and my brother are 13 years apart. So when I'm 17 having company, he's 4.
Yeah.
And he thinks that he really like he wants somebody to like play with him, like want to play the guns or want to play basketball.
Play video game. Yeah, all of that. It's just like, get your ass upstairs. Bye. But my dates were cool. They were cool about it. My high school boyfriend that I dated, he could have girls in his room, and so I could go in his room. But his room was really cool. Like his room was like in the attic, and it was off at the kitchen. So you go up the stairs, and this, it was really dope. And like we were just so innocent. So we would just like be kissing and stuff. We were like, I was not having sex or anything like that. I was so green, like just a good kid. But I was in high school and I was enjoying being in high school. I just, I never pushed the envelope off the table. I pushed it a little bit, but it was nothing ever crazy. And my mom would kill me, literally. Like, girl, you would go to school with no teeth. Don't play with me. So yeah, we weren't gonna upset my mom. We just weren't. But anyway,
Yeah.
his mama she would be on the phone with my mama, be like, Pascha can come over. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't gonna be buying no baby size Jordans, and I ain't gonna be having no teen pregnancies, okay? And my mom would be like, girl,
Not
I know.
the baby
Oh,
size
oh,
Jordan.
his mom did not play that shit. Ain't gonna be no nothing. And so sometimes we would be in his room and we would be like making out or whatever. You know, he would be excited, and she would run up the stairs real quick. Yeah, trying to catch.
Oh my God.
We would have to, like, you know, fix ourselves and, you know, make it look like we weren't like over here like, I love you. And he would be like,
oh my gosh, this is bringing back such memories.
He would have like his hands in his lap and she'll be like, move your hands.
Oh, no, she doing too much. Nah, ma, you
trying to catch his ass. And he would laugh and be like, no. And she'd be like, all right, I'm gonna come back up here.
Oh my gosh, it just brings back so many memories. Like when I first started driving, so I could like, you know, I had a curfew, but between, you know, the time I got off of work or got out of school and my curfew, she was around the city. She was moving and shaking. She was doing things. Most of the times I would be with my girlfriends, but I can remember a couple of times I would have met a boy and, you know, went to his house and hung out. Oh, this just brings back so many memories. Oh, to be just young again.
And
now here I am, 36 on Hinge and just don't even have no time for niggas.
No, I remember. I mean, when I was young, I am such a romantic still, but like I was just head over heels. Like me and my high school boyfriend, like that was real. We really, really loved each other and cared for each other. We still friends to this day. Like he is such a dear friend of mine, a lifelong friend for sure. But like it was so simple then. Like, you know, like if you was talking to somebody after a while, it was kind of like, you my girlfriend. And then you had to let your niggas know and let your niggas know this is my girlfriend. Like, and you know, they would claim you in a heartbeat. Like dudes today want to keep their options open. And it's just like, that's great too. Just know I'm doing
Is that because of social media? Because what happened to that like young puppy love?
I don't know. Like I thought, I mean, I don't know. I talked to somebody a couple years ago and like we never really had a honeymoon stage. He tried to say that his feelings had changed because he felt like the honeymoon stage had passed. And I was like, nigga, we didn't really have one. So like, because I know, because I feel like women know what the honeymoon stage is. I can't stay off it. I can't stay off you. Like, we're just like, you know, in love and shit. Like, why are you laughing?
I can't stay off it.
I'm just saying, you know, there is a period in the relationship where it's just like, you know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I miss those days.
I miss those days too.
I'm just a romantic.
It wasn't no social media. Who liking your pictures and who DM you in. It was barely cell phones. Okay, it was a lot of household calls.
So you had to call the house phone, and I got to get off the phone at 8:30. I got to get off the phone.
When I got a cell phone. When I got a cell phone, now I had a phone company that their minutes started at 7. It used to Verizon took them over, but they used to be called Intellos. Okay. Intellos minutes start at 7. Don't call me at 6:48. I will call you back in 12
after
minutes.
7.
Okay?
Call me when I got free minutes. Call me after 7. Free calls after 7.
I miss those days. Yes. I really do. I miss those days.
Yes, the young days. It was fun. It was, but I also.
Here we are in 2023. Yeah. So I just gotta see what Hinge gonna do for me and hope for the best.
My mom was like, I know you probably, at your age, you probably feel like if it hasn't happened now, it probably won't. And I'm like, yeah, it sucks. But also, I'm really not bothered by that.
But that scares me though. The fact that I am unbothered. But I feel like I should be. I don't know. It's a double-edged sword because I feel like I don't want to be one of those people that's out here like so desperate to just meet somebody that they meet anybody and they just, connect with anybody just to say they got somebody.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I really feel like I should care a little bit more and I don't. And I don't know why. I just think we are in a very weird generation and I'm anxious
you know, God willing, I live long enough. I'm anxious to see what like the studies are going to show, because I don't, all Black women between the ages of 35 and 42 who are single with no children bringing in six figures, we are there. Why are we unmarriable? There's nothing that we're doing to make us not worthy of being a wife. What are the men in our same age group? What's their story? What do they have going on? I'm curious to see what like the studies and the research is going to show, because, you know, they document, you know, generation, and they document the things that happen by race, age group, time period and stuff. And, a friend of mine was saying, dating the modern woman is like different. And I'm like, I feel like it's not about dating the modern women, because I don't feel like our stance has changed. We want a man that's going to protect and provide and be with us and commit, whether that's marrying or being together and raising children. We all want the same thing. Take me out, wine and dine me, buy me flowers, be the man. That is what we have. That's what we know. It's the modern man dating the modern man, keeping his attention in the age of social media.
I definitely think our, like, that age bracket that you just mentioned, there are a lot more of us single than when our parents were in this age bracket. They weren't single.
No,
they were not single. And it's something else I noticed as I was in Publix on Saturday or whatever day it was over the weekend. There's a lot more food options that cater to single people. You can buy a basmati pack of rice that's got 2 servings in it now, instead of buying a whole box that's got 6. Like, there's even like little things like that I noticed. Like, damn, this is a hella single folks out here. They had to start making a small package for us. Damn.
Yeah.
Little things like that.
I feel like we're trying to date the modern man. I don't know if it's dating the modern woman.
Well, I gotta mention this because of what I'm gonna say. We will get into this on a different episode.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like moving through some things and maneuvering through some things, and I'm just the kind of girl that I like to speak on things once they're done and finished, and not while I'm kind of in the midst of riding the wave out. But I moved out of one of my Airbnb properties, and 2 of the beds, I had put them on online to sell. And this lady wanted 2 of these beds, right? She said, okay, my daddy gonna come get the beds and he gonna be here at this time. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go to the house, I meet her daddy. And I was just like, when he left, I was like, a man's man. He got out of that truck. He came on in that house. What I'm taking, this what she getting? Lifted it on up. Walked it outside, put it on his truck. Now, one of the beds, he had to break it down so that it could fit on his truck. He went on out to his truck, got his little tool kit, came on in, unscrewed what he need to, took it out piece by piece, loaded everything on the truck bed, wrapped it with like one of them things to secure it so it won't fly. And I just said, niggas ain't built like that. I mean, just a man's man. Just hop off the truck, come on in,
handling business.
It warmed my heart to see it, because I'm like, I know that's right.
Sexy.
I know that's right. A lot of men these days can't even change a tire.
And won't.
But yeah,
and won't.
We're definitely living in some different times than our parents when they were our age. Because I'm 36, and when my mama was 36, okay, she had 2 daughters, a stepdaughter, and hadn't even had her last baby.
Yeah,
and here I am, single.
My mom was
no children.
My mom was like 6 years of marriage deep with a 16-year-old, a 6-year-old, like cooking every night. Yeah. Breakfast.
Yeah, right. Dinner. My mama had married, divorced, and remarried again.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I am on here. Niggas are calling me at midnight. They're calling me at midnight. That's all. That's it. They calling me at midnight. The fuck? Anyway, that's not what this is about. and I honestly don't give a fuck, because I am blessed. Right. Life is good, and I'm having so much fun just having these conversations with you.
Well, I'm excited to have fun with you this week, friend. We're gonna be outside, y'all. Maybe we should like, while we're outside, maybe we should like
vlog it.
Yeah, to the Same Difference podcast.
That was already in my mind.
Okay, I didn't think about
like,
it.
I know you feel like I abandoned our social media, but there's a method to the madness, girl. It's chaos. But when we put the vlog together, it's going to be cute. Because when I put my shit together, it's cute. I just do it randomly on a whim. But
okay.
My trip to Atlanta.
This episode is going to come out on Wednesday, March 1st.
When I arrive. When
y'all hear this episode, Pascha is here as of March 1st. Make sure you watch our stories. Tune in.
I'm so excited.
Because me and my good sis, we always have a time. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's always a story to be told. Okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited. But yeah, no, this trip to Atlanta is very intentional. Like, I'm there for work, but I'm also, like, going to be hanging out with you. I'm hanging out with a friend from Minneapolis who I haven't seen. Of course, Andre. Like, there's this is we got every day I'm there, we doing something. So footage for days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have definitely enjoyed talking to you this episode. I think this is episode 14.
Yes, ma'am. I think we clocking in at like an hour and 40 minutes today, girl.
I think right now, yep, it is. You're right. Yep.
We done talked y'all to death tonight.
They love it, girl.
That's all right. Tune in anyway.
And make sure, so if you, again, go to the Same Difference podcast Instagram page, there were some people who were hopping into comments, hopping into comments, like asking specific questions about the face cream or about Pascha's nails when Pascha got her nails done. And so I was able to, like, respond to the comment, but not with just typing something, like with an actual video. And we want to get into doing more of that. So please make sure you comment, like, share, and keep it cute. But we're going to have a lot of fun.
All right.
Okay, girl.
I love you, girl. This was fun.
I love you too. I'll see you soon. And we'll be recording together. It's going to be so much fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm really looking forward to those cupcakes too. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to vlog that because if they nasty, I'm going to be mad.
And I promise you they not. I promise you. You're going to be like, Joy won't lie about them cupcakes, y'all.
I trust you. I might even get some and bring them home. Well, all right. I'll see you in 2 days now.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.